the Most High God from first. This is a very short stream. We're not going to take too long. But as you can see from the title, major fail by Warner Brothers Discovery. Uh, uh, all the signs show me that this movie is going to flop. And we're going to talk about what they're trying to do. They're trying to buy out people's comments to give good reviews. We'll talk a little bit more about that. But first, from Sammy on Twitter. Check this out, ladies and gentlemen. Check this out.
Gonna go crush some weight. Extra creatine, please. Yo, James Gunn.
Oh, hi, Zack Snyder.
Just saw your new cut of Superman, and word of advice, he's the man of steel, not the man of conversation.
Okay.
Do more shots of him punching, and here is a secret move. Start the punch at regular speed, and then you're gonna ramp it down.
It's not a f***ing secret. I'm sorry, Zack Snyder. I shouldn't be lashing out at you. Your biceps are the size of my head.
Yes, but so is my heart. What's going on with you?
Some fan of the Velocity franchise got onto the lot today. He used a portal and he just... Zach, we're not losing touch with the audience, are we? I mean, I gave notes on the goddamn Count Chocula movie this morning.
Was the portal green? That's Rick Sanchez, Gunner. That's the guy that sealed Nolan in the giant bookcase to quote-unquote punish him for Interstellar. He doesn't represent real fans. He's just the smartest man in the universe. Don't sweat it. You can't do what we do. Probably. Gonna go crush some weights. One day you're gonna wish you hit the gym like I do, James Gunn.
One more time. BVS is one of the main reasons the DC...
Really? We're doing this again? It's 2024, okay? If you honestly think that BVS is the reason why the DCU failed, let me educate you. First off, this company forcing their team to rush to a Justice League movie, apart from wanting them to actually build a foundation, yeah, that was number one right there. Secondly, when you're cutting the legs and arms off the guy who's supposed to be building this universe for you, again, that's number two fail right there. Not to mention that there were multiple movies that came out after BVS that were successful. So BVS being the reason that the DCU tanked. Nah. The DCU tanked because we got garbage Marvel copy movies apart from actually something fresh. And the craziest thing out of all of this is they got a golden ticket when Zack Snyder's Justice League dropped on HBO Max. I don't care about the critic score, but the audience score is at a 93%. Everyone finally in the DCEU was actually on the same page and said, wow, this guy's actual version was way better than what you guys gave us. And if WB had any intelligence, they would have allowed Zack to finish his vision and do Justice League 2 and 3 and allow James Gunn enough time to really build out a universe versus rushing it to next year. But no, the executives came out saying, oh, we're done with Snyder's story, like this is over with, we're moving on, and they divided the fan base again. So trust me when I say this, I want James Gunn to succeed with the DCU, but I'm not investing any of my time in this universe. You already pretty much gave me something that I loved and took it away from me. Why am I going to invest myself with James Gunn's DCU? Because if I end up liking it, there's a solid chance you guys are just going to cancel it anyways. And for the last time, anyone who thinks that BVS is the reason why the DCU is in the state that it is now, you're crazy, okay? Like, come on now. It's 2024.
Real talk. Okay. So, not trying to waste time. Empire Magazine came out with their brief comments on James Gunn's Superman movie and said this: a lack of humanity, originality, and cohesion means the movie just doesn't work. This is James Gunn's Superman movie that's supposed to come out this Friday. James Gunn's all-new DCU makes its big screen debut with Superman in UK cinemas this Friday. Read the Empire review there. Okay? So at least Empire seems to be honest about this, because from what we saw from the trailers and advertisements, the little that I looked at this movie, that's what I saw too. And you're actually going to see little snippets of the movie as we move along. Fan Mastermind Carlos says, like I told you, anyone that's not a total shill isn't impressed by what they did to Superman. It's a bad movie, and we could have told you that $1.5 billion ago. Mind you, Warner Brothers is coming off of a series of flop DCU, whatever you want to call it, movies. Okay? The flop streak, it started, I'm talking cinema wise, it started from Birds of Prey in 2020. And for 5 years straight now, they've been flopping in the cinemas. Okay? Zack Snyder's Justice League was going to probably be a movie that was not going to flop in cinemas and would have broken the flop streak. But Warner Brothers, through Toby Emmerich and Walter Hamada, decided they're not putting it in cinemas for no apparent reason at all, except, oh, we want to keep Canada. We want to keep on doing our vision, right? This vision that they've had to Marvelize the DC universe has so far brought no returns. The only DC movies that have done well so far, if we want to go back from 2019, is Joker, Shazam, the first Shazam, and The Batman. Joker and The Batman are DC movies with the DC tone that we expect, the Batman tone, etc. Okay? Not Marvelized movies. They did very well. Okay? And Warner Bros. Just couldn't none of the memo goes through their heads. They want to be like Marvel. So now they're going to have the most marvelous Superman movie we're ever going to see in our lives with James Gunn. Yeah, you accomplished it. You're going to be like Marvel. Let's see who goes and watches it. How much is your turnout? That's all I'm going to say about that. IndieWire. Superman review. James Gunn overcorrects for the Zack Snyder era with a Man of Steel movie way too silly for its own good. So IndieWire said it. I'm not surprised by any of this. Okay? Hollywood Handle. Superman perfectly understands what it means to be human. It's a powerful and promising start to the new DCU. The film moves you by revealing the heart behind the cape. David is phenomenal, but a huge highlight is how Nicholas Hoult delivers a phenomenal Lex Luthor, cold, charismatic, and menacing. One of the best villains DC has had ever since brought to screen. It's a lot of superlatives. You know this ain't real. The score and sound design are out of this world. You feel every note, every impact that makes you soar inside. Full review at 3 p.m. Eastern. So this is this is fake. And I'll show you it's fake. I'll show you that all of these things are fake. Okay? Now, Fossa, he says, where's the Restore the Snyderverse cult at? And this brother, Goldlander, says, see, they're making it look like all of them just got paid off. Okay. And Watt says, I mean, they are. It's called access journalism. So here's a review embargo lifts today at 3 p.m. Plenty more DC videos coming. And right below it, the Superman account for Warner Brothers says, we would love your Superman posts, comment, and would love to include some of or all of your review with our thing. Now, I want to show you a bunch of stuff here going on. Okay? With DC. Oh, Henry Cavill Superman was trending for a minute there. This is me saying restore the Snyderverse and people responding. Beku movies. I want to show you guys something. It's like alien shills multiplying. Watch this. Grace Randolph. This is the best Superman movie to date. When James Gunn gets out of the way and lets his work speak for itself, it's incredible. It's not perfect, but darn close. And made me believe in Gunn's DC. Review embargo lifts today at 3 p.m. Eastern, and plenty more DC videos coming. Doesn't that sound familiar? Doesn't sound familiar? Okay, let's do it again. By the way, Superman, the Superman account says, we love your Superman post, comment, and would love to include some of or all of your content in our marketing promotions. Please respond back yes if you authorize this. Thank you. And she says yes. But check this out. That was Grace Randolph. Look at this. Mary A. Coward. This is the best Superman movie to date. Movie link. When James Gunn gets out of the way and lets his work speak for itself, it's incredible. It's not perfect, but damn close, and made me a believer in Gunn's DC. All right, so that's Mary Coward. Here's Faisal Khan. This is the best Superman movie to date. When James Gunn gets out of the way and lets his work speak for itself, it's incredible. Review embargo lifts today at 3 p.m. Eastern, and plenty more DC movies videos coming. Shamato Sager says, this is the best Superman movie. You get the point. This is a rehearsed statement. Warner Brothers is giving them a statement to make, and then they take it, and I'm going to show you something. So Hollywood Handle. Look, Superman perfectly understands what it means to be human. It's powerful. Promising start to the new DCU. The film moves you by revealing the heart behind the cape. So all of this stuff is a puff piece editorial. They're writing puff pieces for the movie. They know the movie sucks ass, and they're trying to. They got paid off to do this. All right, now I'm going to show you. That's how you know. That's how you know what's really going on. Roger L says Man of Steel is confirmed to remain the best Superman movie of all time. I think the first two movie reviews that broke the embargo were negative reviews. Okay? Now, let me show you how much these people are paid to play. By the way, it's sad because some of these people come from, I forgot what the name of the thing is. And real rejects really disappoint me. But it is what it is. Film Gob, hey, remember when she called me a turd off a turd? Watch them.
And be my Superman for sure.
Also, it's my favorite.
We just got out of watching Superman. I want to get these guys' first thoughts right away.
This is the greatest movie ever. I cried 10 times. I laughed out loud. I clawed into John. It's like perfect. It's perfect.
It was action-packed. It was heartfelt. It was bright and colorful, but also pretty bone-crunching at times. It has everything you want and so much more.
I think it is the best Superman movie. It is not recency bias. I can say that calmly and confidently. This is undoubtedly my favorite Superman movie. I was moved to tears. I thought it was rousing, and David Cornsweet is going to be my Superman for sure.
Also, it's my favorite Lois Lane by far. That's a character I've always struggled with, and I just think that Rachel Brosnahan brought her to life in a way that was so relatable and moving, and such a baddie, and she has so much to do. It's just incredible.
And Eddie Gathegi, Mr. Terrific.
Which is kind of sad. And they got paid, right?